want to do a quick video how you can make money. You know, a lot of people say, "Oh, it's all these steps," and I think I'm gonna just share like the things that have helped me. And if I say anything or if I help you with anything, that just let me know and let me know how you make money so we can all see and the mentality you have and everything. But for me, it's pretty simple. Like, I guess the first thing would be like training your subconscious to like figure out what it is you are doing and what it is you're not doing. And a lot of people, they say like, yeah, I'm not gonna show you no money and none of that. I'm not into all of that. But you know, you gotta train your subconscious, because like money's everywhere. So you have to understand that a lot of things, like even like a lot of things now is digital streaming, it's a numbers game, it's social media and everything. Nothing is like, a lot of things aren't physical anymore until you actually like manifest it and then it becomes physical. But that's a whole other thing. But anyways, you gotta train your subconscious. Like, you have to train yourself to believe that money is obtainable and money is not hard, and you don't have to live in lack. You can live in abundance. And it's a hard thing to do, I'm not gonna lie, because I had problems doing it myself. Like, or I have problems doing it myself. Sometimes you forget to do it, but like that's the whole point of training your subconscious. So you just automatically are thinking these things, whether you're aware of it or not. But I have my moments where I'm like even when in the midst of everything, I'm like, damn, I can't believe this is actually like I'm making money, like I'm doing this, like I'm progressing, like, because financial stability is a big form of progression, whether you like it or not. But yeah, man, just training your subconscious, just feeding yourself. You have to watch the same way you have to watch what you eat. You gotta watch what you feed your mind, what you're looking at, who you follow, what you're in tune with, what you watch on TV. I don't even watch TV. You have to just train your mind to like see and consume healthy things. Excuse me. It's like 6 a.m. in Florida, wherever you're at in the world. I love you, but yeah, man, you gotta train your mind to consume and see and be accepting to healthy content and healthy anything. Just train your mind to be healthy, because it's like you can't even obtain more if your mind is not at peace. Like, your mind has to be at peace. Your mind has to be clear, because when it's crowded and everything, and like you start rushing, and that just goes back to like when it's crowded, like that just goes back to like you having no space. And then like, in my opinion, like, I'll give you an example. Like, I shoot videos, and whenever I get a video, the minute I finish a video, I get another video, and I look at it like that. And it happens like that because it's like you're clearing up space for new. Like, it's out with the old, in with the new type of mentality. And like, my girl is my witness. Like, sometimes I tell her like, babe, like, every time I finish a video, another one comes in. It's like it's almost like it goes into like a domino effect. And obviously, this will happen like whatever your craft is or whatever you're doing. This will happen like over time. It's not just gonna happen. Well, I mean, it might just happen. I don't know, because I can't really tell you when I actually sat down and studied and realized like that was happening to me. But I'm just gonna say excuse me. I'm just gonna say, more or less, you just have to, make that space to even be able to make money. You have to make that space to do anything. Like, you have to take off your plate to be able to add to your plate. Some people have larger plates. You have to know how large your plate is, like how much you can actually handle, how much you can actually take. Because I can handle juggling 10, 15 videos at once. And it's not because that's a good thing. I try not to do that anymore because, you know, you want to always have a fresh mind on something and you don't want to be too backed up. But some you might be a person that can handle 30 things at once. You might be a person, and I'm just going back to your craft. You might be a person that can handle 30 things at once. I don't know what you do. You might be a person that can only handle 2 things at once, but you put all your energy into that, and it gets the same result as 30 things, or you know, however it works for you. But sorry for picking my nose. However it works for you, but you know, like you just the point is just to make that space so you're even able to. Like, I know a lot of people just like to talk about nothing, and they don't really be talking about nothing. Like, and they be trying to just run their views up, and they don't be talking about nothing. But like, no, like create that space in your life so you don't have to live in lack, and create that space so you're open to new opportunities, you're open to new energy, you're open just to new in general. Like, that's what I do. Second thing is you have to change. Well, I don't know if it's the second or third, but I'll just say the next thing: change your old habits. Like, you know, I feel like this is a diary, but change your old habits. Like, you're not going to progress or make money doing like the same thing you were doing. Like, sometimes you got to stop buying them new shoes, and you have to stop buying this, stop buying that, and invest in yourself. Like, you're gonna spend money to make money. That's never gonna change. That's never gonna change, bro. You're always gonna spend money to make money. Like, I had to spend 5 figures to make $300 consistently, and it sounds crazy, you know, but I did. I had to spend 5 figures, and I had that's just how it went. And 5 figures went to my camera equipment, my lenses, my camera bodies, you know, my rigs, my gimbals, my computer. Like, my computer, I don't know if you can see it. I have a 5K Mac, and I have a little mini monitor. 5K Retina display Mac, not the thousand. It doesn't cost 5K, but yeah, like, I went to that, and I spent what I had to spend on it because, you know, I believed in it, and excuse me, like I said, it's like 5 a.m. I believed in it, and you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta do what you gotta do, man. Like, if you wanna work for yourself, like a lot of people cannot, but can work for themselves. Like, you just have to believe it, and you have to go for it, and like, it's all a numbers game. Like, I always like to tell my friends and people around me, like, bro, like, it doesn't even take a lot to be rich. All you have to do is get 1,000 people to buy $100 worth of things. That's $100,000. 1,000 people is like a speck in the grand scheme of things, like a speck. So like, once you get that, like, you'll be straight forever, and like, everybody could do that. Like, but you have to be willing to do that. Not everybody, of course, because, you know, that's a very absolute word, but a lot of people could do that, bro. Like, you know, the only difference between rich people and wealthy people, and like, people save more and they spend less. Well, they have better incomes and everything too, but I just feel like, you know, the barter system is beautiful, and like, we're in a day and age where like money is just a digital number. Like, it's not even physical, it's just digital. Like, it's digital in the fact of like paper money, but it's gonna get like, it's gonna go like completely digital, and it's literally just a number, like, on a card. Like, but anyways, back to everything, like, to, you know, opening up that space, and like, self-doubt. Like, don't doubt yourself. Like, you just gotta do it. Like, when your subconscious is saying like, I don't know, that's when you need to do it. When you're sitting down and you haven't moved all day, that's when you need to get up. When you know, somebody says you can't, that's when you need to do it. Like, when you don't feel like it is when you need to do it. When you don't want to is when you need to do it. Like, I have days, you know, but there's gonna be some days where you're just like, nah, it's just a me day. I have those days too. You know, I believe, you know, sleep is important. Like, don't ever feel like, oh, team no sleep, team no sleep. I feel like people get to that point because it's like, yo, man, if I'm making $20,000 per whatever I do, it's like you're not gonna want to sleep because it's gonna be so motivating, even more motivating at that point. Like I was just having a conversation about that today. But like you have to have that mentality when you're making $20 for your services. You can't only have it when you're making the big bucks. You can't only have it when you're making the big bucks. You have to have it from now. So when you're making the big bucks, it's nothing to you. Like this is all practice right now. This is all just, this is all just like, it's just practice. Like you're not even, you're not even doing 1/16 of what you're gonna be doing, gonna have to do to become wealthy. And everybody has their time. Everybody gets their moment. It's really what you do with it. And I'm still waiting on mine. I make a decent living and I love what I do. But everything elevates. You either get a quick elevation or slow and steady one. I'm fine with my slow and steady one. Because once you get that momentum, you know what I mean? Like you'll be good. But yeah, man, you can't have no doubt. You just gotta do what you gotta do. And like I said, you gotta switch up your spending habits. I had to change my spending habits a lot. Like when I was a couple years ago, I used to spend my money on clothes and eating out a lot and all this unnecessary spending. And I just had to change that because man, you had to look at it like this. Let's see, let's do it very basic. Cause everybody likes sneakers. Not everybody, but a lot of people like sneakers. You spend $200 on sneakers and you're a graphic designer, you could have spent that to buy your Adobe Photoshop or your Adobe Premiere for the entire year. Instead, you bought sneakers. Of course, you're not going to get anywhere. Like, I see people that, like, my car is not my car, my camera is 6K plus, right? And people see my car and I'm like, yeah, my car's messed up and everything. And people will see my car, I'm like, yo, like, first of all, my car's not gonna be messed up forever. That's for one. And for two, my camera costs more than my car. I had to make a decision. Do I want a at the time, 2014 Lexus, or do I want what's gonna get me or put me on the path to get that? You know what I mean? Like, you're only as good as your resources and you're only as good as your environment and the people around you. So like you have to be mindful of that. And I chose my camera over my new car and a lot of other material things. And you have to like figure out how that applies to you and how that translates to your life. I don't know what it is you do. I'm just putting out what I do to let you know that, we're all the same and like you can parallel my words with your life. But yeah, man, like I invested in my camera over everything, and I'm gonna get another camera and another camera and more equipment and more equipment. And then soon I'm gonna have all this equipment and I'm gonna have these clients and my production is gonna be this and my videos are gonna be this. And maybe I might get to that level where I don't even have to film and people pay me just to go wherever I go, but God willing. But yeah, man, like you have to believe in your craft that, okay, yeah, I want that car. I mean, I don't really care about I want like 3 cars in my life. I want a GTR, a Tesla, and probably right now like the new Lexus. I don't really care about cars, but I'm just using cars because people like cars. That new car, like, okay, but you gotta wait it out a little bit and build your brand, and your brand will let you buy that car. Another thing is like when it comes to like buying, like you have to understand that like, yo, if you have $500 and something costs $100, you can't buy that. It's 20% of your money. Like, this is all a numbers game. If you buy something and it takes away, to 20%, much less 10%, much less 20% of your money, if it's not like food or like a bill or like something new to get more money or something like that, like, nah, you can't be buying that. It's all a numbers game. Look at your money like a numbers game. If you have $10,000 and something costs $100, you spent 1% of your money on that. It's not a lot. But if you have $10,000 and yes, you buy something for, let's say you buy something for $8,000, that's 80% of your money. You have 20% of your money left. That's crazy. That's crazy. Like, when you break it down to not, oh, I have 10,000, I have 50,000, I have 100,000. No, when you break it down to percents, you will spend less money. Because when you realize, damn, I got $100 and I'm going out to eat for $40 just so I can buy the food, but I just spent 40% of my money on food. No, you should be spending, and even if you are going to spend 40% of your money on food, I mean, let's lose that for example, because food is a good example. Everybody has to eat. Even if you do spend 40% of money on your food, it's like, yo, buy groceries. So you won't have to spend that same amount of money again for maybe another week and a half or 2 weeks. So you can recoup that 40%, probably times 2 or 3 or whatever the case may be. You know what I mean? It's all a numbers game. You gotta always think about when it comes to money. It's all a numbers game. Money is a number. It starts from a penny and goes up. Second thing is, I keep saying second thing. First thing is like, the next thing is like, isolation is elevation. Sometimes you gotta isolate yourself in order to elevate. And I know that's hard for a lot of people because maybe you're social, maybe you like the comfort of people around, but sometimes you might be the only one that sees what you need to do. And people might say they believe in what you do, or, they might root you on and everything just to, keep you around until you do get to where you want to get. But sometimes you got to separate yourself. Just separate yourself. Do it for a month or two and see how far you progress focusing on yourself and focusing on what you're trying to do. That's not, take that out of your mind that that's a bad thing. That's not, focusing on yourself is not a bad thing. And, isolate yourself and see who still, reaches out and everything and contacts you and checks up on you or comes to see you, or, just isolate yourself a little bit and your goals will start getting accomplished because you're taking your energy that you would normally give away to other people and you're giving it to yourself. And by giving it to yourself, you're being able to accomplish it. And by being able to accomplish, you can make more money. Because obviously, if you're accomplishing whatever you need to accomplish, you're progressing. Equals growth, and growth equals the key to everything. Growth is the key to everything. You gotta grow. Because once you plant that seed and it grows, seeds can also be money trees. Your seeds can be money trees, and you might start selling your service or whatever you do for $20, and then you keep growing and becoming a master and getting better and better, and then that 20 turns to 100, that 100 turns to 200, that 200 turns to 250, that 250 turns to 500, and it just keeps going and going and going and going until you get to, you can demand whatever you want to demand. But I mean, I know there's some things that I didn't touch on. It's like I said, it's 6 a.m. and my mind is just like at ease right now. So like if I didn't, just let me know what else I could talk about.